That MVP really went to Derrick Rose more than anything. Because that was the year the first year LeBron was in Miami. Everybody in the whole world hated LeBron. All right, so and Derrick Rose still just kind of living off of that. Like I said, he was a fantastic player, but when I think about him, it's like Russell Westbrook. He's highly celebrated. But it's like somebody like John Wall. Like I think of he's Rose is most known for being like one of the freakiest athletes ever at the point guard position, up there with Westbrook, and then like I said, John Wall, right? John Wall is of that same ilk, and really overall, John Wall had a better career than Derrick Rose did, and I would even say that at his best, John Wall was 95% of what Derrick Rose was. But John Wall is not talked about as fondly as Derrick Rose is, right? And I don't know. There's just something about Derrick Rose that people love, and he did have so many interests. It became really like a human interest story, you know. I mean, something about the story in general. Him coming from being born in Chicago, and then playing for the Bulls, and the injuries. It really is one hell of a story. But I just never quite was as swept up in it. And when people talk about him now, it's like if I was starting a team, like I said, I, I give him credit. Like John Wall, like I said, I asked myself, you put John Wall on that Bulls team. Are they still a 60, 61, 62 win team? Maybe they don't get that far, but they win 55 to 57 games, I say. If you put D Rose on the Wizards team, and John Wall played on some good Wizards team in his best days. Um, if you put if you put Derrick Rose on the Wizards, is it possible they sneak past and make a conference final? Well, probably not while LeBron is there. But my point is, yeah, probably a little bit better. So yeah, I would say Derrick Rose. Well, like I said, like you're talking, John was probably 95% of what Derrick Rose was. Then we don't talk about John Wall the same way, and he also suffered a major injury that robbed him of his prime. So D Rose getting his jersey retired, that's great. But I mean, who else has their jersey retired? It was obviously Jordan and Pippen. I'm not sure who else. But I mean, it's great that he got his jersey retired, but it's almost like a pity type thing, that more than anything, you know. And I just hate to be the guy who I hate to be the turd in the punch bowl, right? But this, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if I've ever fully, maybe I haven't fully expressed how I feel about Derrick Rose on here, and I know it just makes me sound like a hater, but it is what it is, bro. Cause he was he was a very good player, but like he wasn't Penny Hardaway, he wasn't Grant Hill, you know. I don't think he was, even at his best. When you think about Penny Hardaway, young Penny, Grant Hill, I don't think he was like them. So but he's mentioned alongside them. So that's kind of why I have to say that. But yeah, shout out to D Rose. That kind of sounds ridiculous for me to say shout out to D Rose now after what I just was talking about. It's pretty much denouncing him for the last 5 minutes. But yeah, shout out to D Rose. His jersey's up there with Jordan and Pippen. Doesn't that sound stupid? I mean, doesn't that seem ridiculous? I mean, but yeah, shout out to D Rose, man. You're a Bulls legend.